23 games into the 2024 season, and the Astros are 6-17. This is another edition of Beyond the Diamond podcast. Brian Lalimo, Apollo Dez, producer Josh behind the camera. Fellas, Astros lose a series to the Washington Nationals. The back end of the bullpen is not pitching well. Dez is going to owe me a Perry's lunch in a couple of weeks because Jose Abreu is struggling. Man, fellas, it's not good right now. Let's just get into it. It's not good. It's not good baseball. They can't hold leads. Justin Verlander was the bright spot over the weekend. I think Jeremy Pena's still smacking it around pretty well. Jose Altuve, Ronel Blanco with another quality start. Hunter Brown, not a quality start. Christian Javier on the IL. I mean, my God, what do we got going on?
We had 17 good innings. 17. And for the moment, just wandering the desert, I saw it. I saw the palm tree. I saw the beautiful oasis. I saw the water.
What are those called?
Mirage.
A mirage, yeah.
And then the
Good
ninth
word.
inning happened. Yeah. And it's been shitty since. You lose a series to the Nationals. They did play Baby Shark. They did the whole 5-year anniversary ring thing.
Congrats on that. Yeah, 5 years ago. It's like Cowboy fans. It's living in the past.
Just like 5 years
And
ago.
I don't mean that as a straight bullet, but
They won the series.
They
won
did.
the series. Look,
They celebrated all weekend long for that 2019 World Series. They were giving out rings. Brian Dozier took his shirt off, apparently, because I guess that's the thing that he did in 2019.
Yeah.
Howie Kendrick was in the building. Like, the players from that World Series team were handing out the rings.
yeah.
And then who's the kid that pitched yesterday? Mitchell Parker?
I
Parker.
don't. Well,
He looked like Kerry Wood.
well, I mean, he put a tent in the Astros kitchen. Just
He
said, "I'm living here."
He looked like Barry Zito out there breaking off that curveball.
It wasn't even that. He was like, "Here's 95. I'm in on your hands. You got to hit it."
Yeah.
No
How
one
many
hit it.
strikeout? Eight?
eight
7 innings?
in 7 innings.
It's not good, fellas. Not good right now. One thing that I can't wait for us to
Inexcusable
get
series
into
loss.
is we've got, I mean, what else do you want to say about it? Like, Christian Javier's on the IL with neck discomfort. Framber Valdez threw a bullpen. Who knows when he's coming back. Justin Verlander was the bright spot. He pitched well on
Framber will
Friday
tell
night.
you when he's ready, I guess.
Yeah, well, maybe you should get an MRI first, but that's just me.
This is, I mean, thank God. I mean, look, we could pan over right now. The panic button's on the
We
table.
got it. Yeah, it's right there.
It's in the room.
It's
we
in the
will
room.
hit it whenever you guys need it.
And
So,
we have a doomsday clock.
We do.
Leave us where you think we're on the doomsday clock in the comments. This is the only reason why I'm just staring at that button over there
You're staring off into the abyss.
is AL West is not good right now.
It's not. What are they, 5 games out?
5.
And they're almost 10 games under 500. The AL West sucks right now.
Just that's my last mirage. My
Yeah.
last mirage is the AL West.
Do we think they're going to suck all year?
The AL West.
No,
Yeah.
I think it'll get going. I mean,
Speaking of the AL West, guess who went back on the IL? He plays in the AL West. He spent like his whole career on the IL, and he's just highway robbery. Anthony Rendon.
Did he really?
He's back on the IL with a hamstring issue. Do you realize since he signed that $275 million contract back in 2019, or is it 2019? Yeah, December 2019, right after the Nationals won the World Series. December 2019. You know how many games he's played in?
I know it's comically low,
300.
219.
and that's 5 years.
Yeah,
Wow.
coming up on 5 years, and he's making $275
That's a season and a half.
million. Yeah,
Well, that is a heist.
yeah, that's
know-
highway robbery.
You know,
He's
like when
chilling.
you look at heists throughout like the history of time,
Like
this
Bonnie and
is-
Clyde?
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is up there. Just
Like the mascot for the Kansas City Chiefs.
oh yeah,
You see that
yeah,
guy?
yeah.
He was out
robbing banks.
You see that, Josh?
Oh,
the super
yeah,
fan.
yeah,
The
yeah.
super
the super
fan.
fan was out robbing banks, dude.
Yeah.
He stole like
He had a
couple
wolf
hundred
mask.
Yeezys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The town, like they robbed Fenway
Yeah.
Park. Like Anthony Rendon's up there in the greatest heist. Ocean's
11.
Ocean's 1. Anthony Rendon.
Crazy, dude. Yeah. So that's just the more in the AL West. But the AL West is not good.
Not good.
The Astros
we're
are
not
5
good.
games out.
We're not
and,
good.
And right now the Astros are not good.
Say whatever you want. When you strip it down, you are what your record says. The Astros are not good right
Yes. That's the cold hard facts.
I was thinking about something the other day. Is there a difference between a bad team and a good team that's consistently losing?
I think there is a difference. The Astros are not a bad right now they're a bad team.
But yeah, is there a difference? I mean,
I do think there is a difference. I think there's a difference between that there is a good team What did you say? How did you put it again?
Is there a difference between a bad team and a good team that can't win?
Well, I think the Astros are talented. I think up and down that lineup, they have some of the best hitters in baseball, and they are finding ways to lose right now. Ryan Presley and Josh Hader combined have given up 19 runs this season.
Yep.
In 23 games. They've blown 6 saves this year. 6 saves. I know it's just look. This whole notion that it's still early. It's still early tends to get into a trend.
Yeah.
So far, 23 games in, it's a trend. The back end of the bullpen, 7, 8, 9, not good.
Yeah,
6 blown saves.
Even Abreu hasn't looked sharp.
Brian Abreu.
Yeah.
Brian Abreu has
Brian.
not looked good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Our best reliever is Rafael Montero,
Yeah.
Yes, he is.
and that's not a slight at him. He's pitching his tail off.
He is.
Just random quotes. Random quote Monday. This
Okay.
is a Monday. Are we dropping this Monday? We're dropping it today?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, hell yeah, we are.
New segment, random quote Monday. It's
Okay.
totally random. Hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. Put that on a shirt.
Okay. Who said that?
The internet, Google.
It's probably on a cat poster.
Okay.
The
Probably. Do you get it like Spencer's?
this is where I'm at. This team hasn't lost like this. This team doesn't know how to lose. Look, and I'm saying it because we've been so dominant for a while. But yes, there's been stretches where you drop whatever it is in the dog days and over a 20 game sample. Look, Dusty Baker's not walking through that door. Martin Maldonado's not walking through that door. Hector Neris isn't walking through that door. Leadership, not even X's and O's, just leadership, they're not walking through that door. Carlos Correa is not walking through that door. It's been, and there's a lot of people online that get mad, like, who's going to step up into this leadership role, blah, 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 blah. Other than Breggy and post-2020, Breggy's just been, here's what I do on the field. I'm going to let that do the talking. Jordan doesn't talk much. Altuve's never talked.
Tucker doesn't talk.
Never talks.
No.
Like, your dudes don't. That's just who they are. You can't force that.
Verlander
Verlander
tried.
had a
Team
team
meeting.
meeting after the Atlanta Brave sweep. They come out with a little fire in their ass. JV pitches his freaking tail off, 6 innings, up to 95, 4 punchies. Like, great start. And then for the next 8 innings, you looked great with Ronaldo Blanco. And then all of a sudden, the wheels came off. And like, look, bad. Ryan Presley and whatever ex-closer across the league, they're going to blow saves in the 9th inning. It just happens. It just gets magnified more when you start the way you do. And obviously the other 6 blown saves. But, like, this is the team. There's not hockey. You're not doing a line check and getting a whole new team in. Like, This is your guys. This is it. Joe Espada, Cintron, Lopez, all these Clark. Ped, all these guys, you got to rally around and figure the fuck out right now. And because there's not another team coming. Yes, a Joey Lupifito could be up. Hey, by the way, he struck out like 8 times in the last week and a half. Like, you don't have a Jackson Holiday who came up all world, struggled. He's batting like .05.
Baseball will humble you.
He looks horrible at the big league level right now.
Yeah, so you don't have a savior. The guys who you have, where you write in the lineup, is who you got. And so it's either figure it out or we're going to be sitting here like, all right, who are the Astros taking with the top 10 pick? Which I don't think is going to happen, but it's kind of crazy. You got to say that right now out loud. The one thing about this team, though, after all of that, is it just takes 1 week to have good baseball, and you are cruising because how bad this AL West is.
Yeah.
It doesn't help. I mean, I haven't even checked the weather. I'm going to guess it's going to be 20 degrees in Chicago when we play the Cubs.
Let's go to our resident meteorologist, producer Josh.
I just assume, like, with how the luck's been for the
Can you
Astros,
give
it's
us
going to be
the 5-day forecast?
it's going to be snowing in Wrigley. It's going to be cold.
It's going to be pretty cold.
Jesus.
Yeah, pretty cold. Don't see any snow. What are we playing? Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday?
Yeah,
It's going to be in the 40s. 40s,
that's great
50s.
baseball weather.
Terrible
Jesus.
baseball weather.
windy.
Look, there's no secret sauce. There's nothing that we could, like, losing against the Nationals. And I just want to see some juice from someone on the team. I think Blumberg called him out through the good words of commenting and broadcasting yesterday after the game.
you-
There seems like no juice. There seems like nothing.
There's no
one's
sense of
fired.
urgency.
Yeah. I mean, and look, it's over 162, but like, did you see when the ninth inning happened Saturday? Catcher's interference. That can't happen. CJ Abrams comes up, hits a double. It could have been a home run. Hits a double. Everyone was on that top step for the Nationals. Winker comes up, it drives the ball right back up the middle. CNI single. He is yelling at the guy. I think there's just, and look, every
We just
time.
don't have that. We have. It's almost like we've been there too much, to where we're like
I think
the team's desensitized to like hype.
I think they're
which
too
is
casual.
Good. It's good to be like even keel, but sometimes you need to
some sauce.
be a little fired up.
Where's the flair that we used to see?
That's gone. That's been long gone.
I
dude.
mean, I know that, but
been long gone.
like where is that? I want to see the cockiness. I want to see the celebrations and Breggy with the should have walked me and you know all that stuff. Like I want to see.
But it's hard to do it when
Fire.
you're 10 games below 500. You can't do it now. You just kind of look like a.
Like we saw it from Kyle Tucker against the Rangers when they were throwing up and in on Jordan. Like give me a couple of those a game.
There's so many moments that I've thought, oh, that's a turning point,
yeah.
and then they just fall back.
And the thing about, golly, the thing about Saturday, and I'm just circling Saturday. Those were really good at bats by the guys. It was, I'm going to hit a single, I'm going to get to the next guy. There's a single right there. We got an insurance run late in the eighth by Pena. Like,
Yeah.
you got all this stuff to get that lead up. And I was like, yes, this is
There were some
complete.
moments though where they could have
They could have got more. They could have
and
gotten
that's
more.
the thing that they've struggled with this season is they either
Be
get
greedy.
blown out or they keep a game too close. They play with their food and then they blow it in the end. They don't put. Like, where is that going up by 5 or 6 late?
Well,
You play with food, you go to bed hungry.
look at their wins
Or-
this season. They've won 10-0. They've won 8-0. They've won 3-1. They've won 10-5, 9-2, 8-5, 5-3. So
They've only won a couple by a small margin.
by a small margin
Yeah.
so far. And again, there's only 6 wins. So, and then when they lose,
7.
11-2, 13. What are they? Oh, 7-16. That's right. No.
7-16 is the current record.
Yeah, that's right. Okay.
And then now 1-run games, they are what was it? 1-7 now?
Yeah.
After Saturday?
Yeah, I mean, you look at some of these losses: 11-2, 13-3, 6-1, 6-0, 7-1. There's a couple of tight games against the Yankees: 5-4 a loss, 5-3 a loss, 4-3 a loss. But I mean, other than that, I mean, they're allowing like 7, 8, 9, 10 runs, 12 runs. So it's like feast or famine.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it's just, you know, I think when we were leading into the season, when they got Josh Hader, you penciled in 7, 8, 9 as the best back end of the bullpen, and you're going to have no issues. And
Yeah.
we've had nothing but issues.
I've
Yeah.
tweeted games were over after the 6th inning.
And they
We
should have
talked-
been
we
guilty.
said it on this
They should be
podcast.
guilty. I mean, they should be about 500 right now.
Yeah.
If games were actually over after the 6th, like they should be.
Yeah. I just think, you know, the saving grace so far early in the season is that the AL West is as bad as it is.
We've been doing a segment, and you haven't been able to do it yet, but we call it the Switzerland segment, where you cannot. There's a rule that no one's allowed to video clip it or anything. You just say your truth. We've all
Speak
done
your
it.
truth. Safe space.
It's a safe space.
What?
I
So
don't.
this doesn't go out?
When it goes out, it's just no one's allowed to clip it on the internet.
No one.
Like,
You're not allowed. You're not allowed to clip it. Yeah.
Like
it's a
Josh
safe
said.
space.
Josh said
If they
like
clip it.
Josh was like we're gonna win 12 games in a row, or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
If that was clipped, I'd be like terrible to just be online. But
Okay, so we're saying you're not
It's-
allowed to
It's
clip it.
international.
it's international order. You could say it's
Oh, we're in
diplomatic.
international waters.
Yeah, right now
So,
it's-
so they can't prosecute us.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
exactly.
can say
Oh,
whatever you
exactly.
want.
Right, yeah,
Do you
okay.
have a Switzerland? Do you have a Switzerland take?
Yeah, Jose Abreu needs to be DFA'd.
Okay.
And they need to eat the $19.5 million. That's where I'm at.
Yeah.
Yep. I mean, it's Switzerland. You
Safe
could say
space?
whatever. It's a safe space.
Yep.
It's a way to speak your truth. Way to get it out.
I'm sorry.
It's a safe space. You can
Tell
say
me I'm
whatever.
wrong.
You're not wrong. I mean,
Yeah.
Outside of the $19.5 million, but what are you going to do with him?
Yeah.
You're going to platoon a $19.5 million guy?
Dana Brown.
You make that
was
money
the-
back with a World Series.
I am locked in for Wednesday, right? When Dana Brown's on your show? Mm-hmm. 9:30 on Sports Talk 790.
Yes. Good plug.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Sean Salisbury show.
I'm ready for that interview. One, because you guys always have good banter, but two, you guys kind of pushed the envelope forward. Dana Brown on Robert Ford's pregame
Yeah.
yesterday.
which is also on Sports Talk 790. If you're home for Astros baseball,
iHeart, we're gonna send you this month's bill.
I'll get us a couple of T-shirts.
We're gonna send the Billy to iHeartRadio.
He was pretty transparent.
Pretty transparent of like, hey, like we're gonna. He has to figure it out. We're gonna start platooning. Like,
Yeah.
And that's the first time Dana's ever been like that. I mean, obviously the back of the baseball card, obviously all that stuff. But that was honestly the first time Dana Brown has been his straight poker face of just saying, guy needs to figure it out, or we're gonna have to start mixing and matching. And the other awkward thing, and John Singleton has put some good at bats over the last week and a half in his off. Not writing anything like not
amazing.
not amazing quality.
Better than a
good,
Braves.
better than
Better than
Abreu's.
Abreu's.
The problem is he's a reverse splits guy.
Yeah.
Like who? Like you're in a platoon, but he's a reverse splits guy. So
Yeah,
now you're kind of stuck between like a rock.
You
like,
can't.
So like now, I mean, we talked about it. Like, is it Carantini? Is it Dubon?
Yes.
Is it Yonder?
Yes.
You're gonna get creative,
Yes.
and maybe it's a blessing in disguise to keep those guys' legs fresh. I don't know.
Where I'm at is to me, where I'm at now, what we've seen so far in 23 games. Dubon should be starting in center field. Yanier Diaz behind the plate. Victor Carantini at first. When it's Carantini's time to catch, you put Yanier Diaz at first and you mix and match. That's where I'm at. And I would move Yordan out of the 2-hole and I would put him in the cleanup role and I would put Bregman up to the 2-hole just to try it out. You can't have Bregman in the cleanup spot right now. He has 5 RBIs and he has no home runs, no power.
I think you got to shake something up.
I like Yordan in the 2-hole, but you have to shake something up, and that's what I would do.
I don't hate it. I mean, I like Jordan in 2-hole, but
I do too.
I don't. That is,
but
Bregman,
it's not working.
The only thing Bregman
as
is,
far as the team, for him individually, yes.
Yeah.
Is he still leading the team? No, Kyle Tucker's leading the team in RBIs now.
yeah.
Something has to change.
No, I hear you. I'm fully about Yordan being in a 2-hole because you want your best hitters getting more at bats.
I like it.
But I do agree that Bregman's thing he is doing the best for him right now is just getting on base.
Yeah.
And so him getting on base, I would have Yordan third, Tucker fourth.
Or that's fine with me too. But I think you got to make a switch between Bregman, Tucker, and Jordan, or whatever you figure out.
It's either
2
that
out of those
or
3.
batting Bregman like 5th or 6th.
Yeah, and you're not going to do that.
Yeah.
That's just not going to happen.
yeah, I mean, Breggy's gonna get going. Chaz needs to get going. You have Jeremy playing at a really, really high level.
Yeah.
You get those 2 going. Now you're 6-7 deep. Like you're not relying on that boomer bust type win.
That's one of the most frustrating things. We're wasting some really hot starts
Yeah.
from a couple players like Altuve and Pena that they're just, those starts are getting wasted because we're not winning games.
Yeah,
And then when they regress, then
You know, Josh, you can tag in on this. You know, it's a frustrating season when Dez is trying to put words together and all he does is like, that's how you know how frustrating the
Speechless.
season is. Yeah. Like,
I have a Switzerland.
okay, traveling
Traveling.
across the border.
I got my
Okay.
my.
we're in international waters. Don't forget.
I have diplomatic immunity.
Okay. Do you even know what that means?
It was on a Drake song, I think.
Okay. Yeah. Taylor made. Did you hear it?
It was a good diss. It was a good diss.
Yeah,
It was
with
a good
Tupac
diss.
and Snoop
Yeah.
Dogg on it. AI is crazy.
AI is crazy.
We should make our own rap.
We should. Well,
No? Okay. What's your Switzerland take?
I think the time has come to find an heir apparent to third base coach.
You think Gary Pettis is washed?
I feel
This is diplomatic immunity. Stop
on.
beating around the bush.
I'm not being
Yeah,
around.
get it out there.
I just feel like if someone says they're going to retire and they come out of retirement, you're retired. Mm-hmm. That kind of happened with Gary. I feel like there's been some questionable sins. I feel like there's been some no sins. I feel just like all humans, like I'm making the wrong decision, so am I going to make a decision that ends up being the wrong decision? And there's been some times where they've seen some stop signs. I'm like, well, they just threw to second base. They were giving you that run.
Yeah.
Or there's a foul ball to right field right in front of
Dude,
one of the best
no way
arms.
Gary Pettis sent Jose Altuve. Jose Altuve is a horrible base runner, and everybody knows it. No way he sent him.
If you go back and look,
Did he send him?
he's in his hip. He's in his hip. If you look, I don't know if there was an actual go. Obviously, that's on. Jose Altuve has that green light to read or not.
It would have
or
been
draw.
it would have been a verbal something we won't be able to catch on camera. But he was there.
And I also think that's probably a play Altuve doesn't do again, and he'll say that. But it's a play he tries to make because of the situation.
Yeah.
Like
But
Dude,
I,
but yeah,
I,
everyone's
I
pressing.
understand.
But
if,
you know how shallow he was in right
No, I
field?
agree.
Or
I
in foul
agree.
I
territory?
understand if you had just heard about Lane Thomas's arm but hadn't seen it, and you're just like, okay, I'm going to test it. Literally, the inning before, he just showed you how good his arm is. He almost threw out somebody.
Chaz at third.
Chaz
But
running
yeah.
third. And Chaz is pretty fast, and
It was deep.
He was pretty deep and right.
And it was a bang bang
almost
play.
got him.
But even without that, he was so shallow in foul territory in right field. You're
Oh, yeah.
not scoring on that.
And look,
You know what I mean? Like-
and if Altuve takes off, and that's on Altuve, if I'm in his hip, I have my hands up. I'm screaming back. I'm giving that guy another op.
So I wonder, to go off of this point, I wonder how much Joe Espada's philosophy that he shared in spring training. We're going to take more bags. We're going to be more aggressive. We're going to steal more runs, steal more bags, take extra bases, so forth and so on. All about more aggressiveness, more aggressiveness, more aggressiveness. They really haven't been that way. So Gary Pettis, I wonder if he's trying to make adjustments with his style compared to what Joe Espada wants. I'm not making excuses for him. I'm just saying, like, I wonder if that's going in. I think what we're seeing, honestly, is we are in such a huge adjustment period for the Astros with Joe Espada being the new manager. His philosophy, his aggressiveness, his lineup, his pitching changes. I think we are seeing a massive adjustment period. And I also, and this isn't to criticize Joe Espada because I'm not to that point yet, but I also question, this is me just questioning, are the guys too close to him? Are the guys too close to him? It's a lot different when you're the bench coach and now you're the manager making the call.
There's really good bench coaches.
Perfect way to segue.
Let's
do we
get to the
got?
voice of reason. Let's go to Astros Twitter, Instagram, Facebook,
Okay.
and get the voicemails.
All right, so we opened up a phone line to hear from you, the listener.
And we'll do
And viewer.
Are we gonna do this weekly?
I think we should do it weekly.
Yeah, I think we do it. Check in on Mondays, on Tuesdays.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
we set up a voice line for you, the listener, you, the viewer, to call in, voice your frustrations, your positivity, your negativity. Just let us know how you feel about the Astros so far this season.
Just where you're at.
Where you're at mentally, emotionally. And we have producer Josh has them all. And we're going to go through a few of them. And we have not, Des and I have not heard any of
This
these.
is us reacting.
So these are our live reactions, and we'll banter about it. And I'm quite frankly, I'm kind of scared to hear some of these because we opened the phone lines up when? What day was it?
This
Josh,
was
after which loss?
After the Presley blown save.
Oh no! After Presley blew it. So
Yeah.
Saturday.
Yeah, so
yikes.
most of these are from Saturday, after Saturday. A lot of Presley hater talk.
Okay.
A lot of Abreu talk. But let's start with one that somebody just left us right before we started filming.
Okay.
And here we go.
We ended up getting what, 20?
I am going to jump off my balcony. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go to Minute Park and I'm going to drink 4 El Tiempo margaritas. That's what I'm going to do. Fuck them. That's what I'm doing. That's it. Decided. Thank you. Go Astros.
We'll have to bleep that. We'll have to bleep that on
Okay.
YouTube.
So first of all, don't jump off your balcony.
Yeah.
But if you do, make sure you drink the El Tiempo margaritas prior.
4 El Tiempo.
4 El Tiempo margaritas. Yeah, you're gonna be blackout
That's
by
a-
the first one and a half.
That's a painkiller.
Wow. Okay.
All right. Next one.
I'm at a kid's birthday party, and it was a lot more fun than that game. I'd rather listen to a bunch of people scream than watch that game again.
You know how bad it
He
is.
sounds sloshed.
You know how bad it is when you're at a kid's birthday
Oh
party.
yeah, dude.
And you're just like, I'd rather participate in that than
Watch a
than
baseball
watch
game.
a baseball
God
game
bless
in April.
America.
In April, yeah.
Oh
Okay.
no. All right.
All right.
Yeah, if I have to watch this shit again, dude, I swear I'm gonna hang myself with wax dental floss. Ryan Presley sucks the biggest cock on earth.
We're
I don't
gonna
know where Josh Taylor was.
we can't play that.
We can.
Again, and then Seth Martinez one pitch fucking into the game.
You're gonna have to black. You're gonna have to edit all. You're gonna have to bleep that. You're
We're
gonna have a
not
lot of
radio.
editing work.
I don't think the FCC cares about
We're
podcasts.
not radio. We can do what we want.
Okay.
That's
so
our advantage.
all right, there's that one. I personally
Dental floss.
don't think Ryan Presley sucks big. cock, but that fan
A lot
does.
of people letting go of their frustrations.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're
You
airing
know.
it out. Just airing
All
it
right.
out.
Yeah, this is for Josh Hader, Ryan Presley, and Jose Abreu. My fucking 5-year-old little sister can fucking hit and pitch better than them right now. Holy fucking shit. I'd rather cut off my balls and feed them to a lion than watch those three hitting that. That is all. Thank you.
Very polite.
They're very polite at the end.
Very
They're-
polite at the end. They're just getting it out. Just getting it all
Wow.
out. Just getting it all out.
Okay.
Just getting it all out.
He's gonna put his
Get the demons out.
he's gonna put his balls where?
I don't know. In a lion's.
Okay.
In a lion's
All right.
mouth.
Great picture down there, Garrett. Looks phenomenal. Put that on the gram, cuz.
On God. For real.
All right, another one.
Listen, man. I mean, all I gotta say is 9.445 ERA out of Presley and Josh Hader. Just not gonna cut it, boss. I'm sorry, man. I'm about 6 beers deep coming out of a Mama Wants to see this here around me, so I'm pretty fucking pissed off. And listen, I love Altuve. Appreciate the aggressiveness, but that shit was way too shallow. I don't even know what to freaking say anymore. God damn it, Astros 2024 on top, World Series champions. I fucking hope.
Just getting it out.
Like
Just getting
the,
it out.
I like the
At the
optimism
end,
at the
I
end.
like the
That's good
optimism.
A
stuff.
little bit at the end there, you know.
That's good
Yeah.
stuff. What else we got?
Hey boys, I tell you what, I live in Dallas now, and I'm considering jumping ship. I mean, this
Oh,
has
no.
been an awful start to the year. I couldn't imagine any.
What did he
He said, "Psych, fuck the Rangers."
Oh, okay, good. Yeah, I like it.
Oh my goodness. Let's get it out. Get it out. In no way do we.
There's a couple 3-minute ones,
promote
guys.
self-harm.
We're not listening to a 3-minute
Yeah,
voicemail.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
In our tweet, it said 20 seconds or less.
Yeah. Let's get the
This is
demons
not
out.
a soliloquy.
Let's get the demons out.
It's one for Dez.
Boys, I hate to say it, season's looking pretty rough, but I think the only solution we have is Dez, you're going to have to go to Cancun for the rest of the year. Otherwise, it's all a wash. And pray to Abreu as soon as possible.
Oh my god! I gotta go to Cancun. We gotta go back. We gotta go back. You know what really is why Josh gets the next one in queue? We didn't go to spring training this year.
Damn.
That is the outlier.
That's the first year since 20. We went, what, first time was 2021?
yeah.
That's on you, dude.
And I was there in 19 doing my other work.
Wow.
And obviously 2020, there was no spring training.
What's that really good spot that we go? The food place? Bova? What's it called?
Bolay.
Bolay.
You're just gonna sit here in my face and disrespect Bolay.
Dude, it's so good. Bolay, that's right.
All
yeah,
right.
Bolay.
Another one.
What's up, boys? I think we need to, one, scout our at-bats better against pitchers. Two, Jose Abreu is absolutely cooked. And three, we need to just get our heads out of our asses because we play like shit right now.
Perfect feedback.
Okay.
That's perfect feedback. Like 3 for 3 right there. That's like your middle school coach. Just like
Yeah. Get your head out of your ass.
get your head out of your ass. Play better.
All right. Well, a couple more left.
Look, man, I just don't know who the fuck just approved this team. Like, how the fuck are we losing this much with a new manager? Are we really sucking for Dustin Baker to come back? What the fuck is going on with Jose Abreu? Do we really give him Yui for this? I mean, come on. Look at the other teams. The Texans are good. The Dynamo are good. The Rockets are good. Why can't we be good?
Well, the demon's out.
Okay. All right. And by the way, we do not condone
We don't condone any of that.
self-harm.
We're just the therapist.
We're just the avenue for your frustrations.
We are the vessel.
Yes.
We are the vessel.
This is Ethan Wheelhouse for Apollo and Company. I'm always positive, always Stros. I'm positive that I don't know who the hell the leader is in this clubhouse. Will the real leader please stand up? We need leadership. We need it now.
It's a fair statement.
Fair point. Wheelhouse. Fair point.
Fair point. Who is the
All right.
leader?
Last one.
I don't know.
Hello, this is Total Dallas from Barry on Deck. I'm just calling to say that the Astros are really upsetting me because I think they're lying to me. I think they're gonna do just like last year and make it a year, and I'm worried. Goodbye.
Okay.
Told Dallas, actually fan of the program.
Yeah.
He's in the streams a lot. As from his name, he's a Ranger fan. From a Rangers perspective, they think we're playing coy and possum. Which,
Oh, really?
I mean,
Okay.
look, at the end of the day, the Astros still strike fear into any team. Like, you just got to get there.
One more.
We got one more?
Just
Okay. Let's get one more.
Missed this one.
How could this bullpen of death that was so highly regarded at the offseason be the one thing that continues to fuck us for the entire month of April? How?
A lot of frustrations.
A lot of frustration.
A lot of frustrations to the bullpen, and
Thanks for getting it out, people.
hey, this is what we do.
Call-
It
call in
your
whatever.
Switzerland. It is your Switzerland. Just get it out there.
832-409-1558.
Phone lines will always be open.
Yep. Leave us a voicemail.
We don't condone any self-harm.
No.
We do not.
We condone bad baseball, though. Oh man, yeah, we'll be running that all year. Hopefully,
That
that's just the bottom. Hopefully, we get calls that are now.
Oh yeah.
on the up and up.
Hopefully in July we're getting calls about fuck the Rangers, Astros on top,
Yeah.
all this stuff.
I'm actually surprised that none of those calls suggested bringing back Yuli Gurriel.
Yeah.
Because we got calls
There's a lot of that
on the radio that
There's a
wanted
lot on
Yuli
that.
back, even though he just signed a minor league contract with the Braves.
Look, you're just at an impasse, and look, the panic button, the doomsday clock. I don't really view it as a panic button in my eyes. Like I'm obviously we talked about panic and concern. Is there a reset button?
So
That's where I'm at.
also, and I know we're coming up on time here. Also, what shows you that this team is capable of resetting and rolling off like 7, 8, 9 games in a row?
The
for
back of the
wins?
baseball card.
The talent. I mean, it's all there.
Mine was a tongue in cheek, but Josh is right. The
I didn't hear what
talent.
you said.
I said back of the baseball card.
See, it would have been perfect if we would have had like the awkward pause there,
Yeah.
but Josh didn't hear it.
Yeah.
I'd get back of the baseball. That's a really, really
That was-
solid.
It was a good line.
Yeah, you sound.
That was a good line.
You sound like you fit in perfectly with all the general managers for the Astros: Biggio, Bagwell, Reggie Jackson, probably the copy guy down the street.
This is where I'm
everybody's
at.
a GM.
This is where I'm at. This is
Yeah.
where I'm at. This is
Okay.
where I'm at. This is
All
where I'm
right,
at.
where you at?
This team is too talented to keep doing what they're doing. They're
Uh-huh.
gonna turn around. They're gonna be playing for the division. They're gonna be playing, not for the 1 seed, probably not now, but playing for home field advantage. Win the division,
Mm-hmm.
you get home field advantage at least once, right? You don't want to play this team in October. All of that. Positives. You have Justin Verlander.
Yeah, he's back.
Back.
Mm-hmm.
Ronel Blanco, the bell of the ball, and it's way past midnight, and that carriage didn't turn to a pumpkin. He's the real deal.
Okay.
That was a bar right there. That was good.
That was a good pull.
That was
That
good
was.
pull.
What movie is that again? Cinderella.
Cinderella.
Okay.
Christian,
That's it.
I know
Christian
you're a
to
big
do.
Cinderella fan, huh?
big Disney guy.
New movie.
Big Disney guy.
Big Disney guy.
Yeah, dude.
You know about Disney?
Didn't he like Frozen?
Who? Walt
Yeah.
Disney? They freeze Walt Disney?
Pretty sure that was the rumor, right?
Yeah,
They froze him.
They
Froze his
froze
head.
Ted Williams.
They didn't freeze Ted Williams.
Yeah, they did.
Yes,
he did
they
the same
did.
thing as Walt.
Ted Williams is frozen.
Come
Yeah, he
on,
froze
bro.
his head.
How do you not
No
know that?
shit.
I thought you were a baseball guy.
Ted Williams didn't freeze. He did the
Yeah,
same
he froze
thing
his
Walt
head.
Disney
He did the
Yes.
same thing Walt did.
Man, the 50s were wild. You with some
yeah,
money.
I mean, they were in that same era of
Ted Williams is frozen in 2 pieces. Head and body were preserved separately.
Hell yeah, Ted.
he's gonna come back and hit
Dude,
400
that's our
in
fucking first
2020.
baseman right there, dude. Just bring him back and put him in the Astros lab, dude. That's your first baseman answer. Give him
There we go.
hey, you signed Ted Williams' brain for a league minimum. That's the most he made in his career, probably. And then he's your first baseman.
That's true.
There you go.
He could at least be a
Solved
hitting
all
coach.
the solved all the issues. You have a championship pedigree from the core group of players. You have a Jose Altuve, you have a Yordan Alvarez, you have a Kyle Tucker, you have Alex Bregman, you have Framber, you have Christian, you have all these names. There's gotta just gotta fucking gel. And it's crazy to say a team has to gel when you're replacing few dudes, you're replacing a lot of leadership, but it's gotta happen. And I thought it happened starting this weekend. It didn't. We did get one win. That's a positive. That is a step forward.
I'm with Josh. He said it earlier. He was like, I feel like there's at bats that you're like, all right, this is where they turn the corner. This is where they turn the corner. This is where they turn the corner. They pitch Friday night and Justin Verlander pitches his ass off, and then you watch the game Saturday and you're like, this is it. This is it. We're gonna win a series. And then it doesn't happen. They lose the next innings.
Yeah.
I love that extra inning rule though. It's fantastic. I hate it so fucking much.
It's awful.
Yeah, that's not great. It's not great.
The problem right now is the Astros would have to go on basically like 105 win pace in order to win 92 games. Like
is that the math right now?
No,
it's something. I think it's like they got to win 60% of their game, the remaining schedule.
Yeah.
To win 90 games.
I pull it 3 years ago on this podcast. Said it'd be wildly, ironically funny that the next Astros team that wins the World Series be an 80-win team. Anyways, that's crazy. That math I don't like. I send that back. I don't like that. No, I don't want to do
if I don't like it, I send it back.
Good thing the division sucks.
Yeah, I mean, the good thing is 90 wins might win you the division easily, but still have to play really good baseball to get there.
So off day today in Chicago, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Yep.
Off on Friday, Saturday, Sunday in Mexico City.
Mexico City.
You know how bad the Astros are that I don't want to go to Mexico City?
You're not going to Mexico?
No, I was going to, and I'm like, I'm not spending my money to go down there.
How many home runs do you think are going to be hitting that series?
Hopefully 50 by the Houston Astros. And none
I mean, hopefully that's the turn they need. They just need to
see the ball,
win a couple
go
games.
25,000.
They're playing Colorado. Colorado is awful, but
Yeah.
you know the Astros aren't very good right now. So who knows?
What if Abreu hits 4 bombs?
He's not.
And
He's not.
Oh my God! What if I win my OPS bet?
You're not.
Due to the high elevation.
You're not.
Okay, but what if?
It's not
He could
happening.
just
What
go
if,
off.
What if he has the 2-game stretch?
I'm willing to add in dessert on that bet that he.
Are you want to do a
does
side
not.
bet? Do you want to do a side bet?
Another one? Yeah. What is it?
Home runs.
No, hold on.
What is it?
No. We'll cook something up. Before the next episode. We'll drop before the Mexico series.
Okay. Well, I'm here in town all week, so I'll be here. So cook that bet up.
Okay. All right. I'll think of something.
Because May is literally like next week. So we'll be going.
Yeah.
The side bet should be: is he going to be on the team by the end of the bet?
Wow. That's. Did you call in? Was that a caller that just said that?
No, I'm not. I'm with Josh. I think by the end of this road trip, we might not see him in an Astros uniform. That's
early.
That's my take.
Wow. That is
He didn't even say
early.
Switzerland.
He didn't say Switzerland.
He's
That's
just in
not
America.
take.
Oh, sorry. Yeah,
He is
I'm
full
all American
sentence.
soul.
All right.
That's the episode. Yeah, that's this episode of. I don't know. We're at an impasse. We're at a crossroads.
Yeah, just know if you're watching or listening to this, we are your safe space.
Yeah, call
What's
in.
that number again?
832-409-1558.
And it's just a Google number. Like, don't be weird. It's
not going to any of our phones.
Yeah, it's a
so
Google
don't be-
number.
Yeah.
It's definitely not my phone number, Dez or Josh's. So don't be weird.
Yeah.
So-
This episode
all right,
brought
well.
to you by Big City Wings. Big City Wings, Houston's We Enjoy It. Paul's We Enjoy It. NFL draft's coming up this weekend. I think the boys are going to be out there for Friday because as of now, the Houston Texans don't have a pick on Thursday. They have specials going on throughout the week. They have everything going on. Crawfish. I think I'm going to go there Wednesday for the crawfish special. So get out to Big City Wings. Go to bigcitywings.com and find the one nearest you. And Space Cadet over on the north side. If you're over there, tell them the Apollo Boys sent you. We were there a couple weeks ago. Brisket from Pinkertons. They have the Fiesta Fridays, and they have some great drink specials as well. So shout out to Big City Wings and Space Cadet.
Space Cadet is off of North Main, 4002 North Main Street.
Yep.
Thank you.
Doomsday clock. We have it currently set at 30 minutes to midnight.
Okay.
Let us know in the comments
Uh-huh.
if that should be moved any closer for next episode. Let us know.
What happens at midnight?
Sell the team. So midnight is we've given up on the season.
Wow.
Midnight is the Astros aren't making the playoffs.
Who's going to hit the panic button first?
You probably.
Probably. You know when Brett Gardner takes that bat and he's slamming it up against the
dugout?
God, dude, and that right here, you could cut that.
Pause.
It would be so bad. I just realized that. Dude, you roll that back and that, man, fuck.
Double barrel
And the
shotgun,
Oh,
dude.
God, dude.
Sorry I got to use two
Hey,
hands.
speak your
Anyway,
truth,
shut the
dude.
show down.
Speak
Shut it
your
down.
truth.
Thank you for watching and listening to Beyond the
I
Diamond
really just
podcast.
clipped myself.
I am Josh.
Fuck.
That is Brian and
Get us out of
Dez.
here.
We will see you next time.
No, dude.
Go Astros.
Oh, my God. That's not good.